Hello everyone, this is Chris Morris, and we're going to be continuing with our advanced training. This is lesson 5, and we're going to be showing you how to set up a filter group. So basically, we'll go over what's the purpose of a filter group, then we'll talk about how to create a new one. There's different ways to find monitoring points when you're in a filter group. There's a select and a search option. We'll go over that, show you how to take a monitoring point from a module and add it to the group, and then obviously if you ever need to remove a monitoring point from a group, we'll show you how to do that as well. Purpose of a filter group is basically to filter data that's being sent by the VersaCall devices. So groups are used on reports and panels mostly. So a good example is if you want to see all the maintenance calls on one panel, you'd basically create a group that only had the maintenance calls or maintenance alarms from each device. It wouldn't have any other ones. So that way, whatever messages they would see on a panel or an and-on panel, the only lights they would see would be for a maintenance call and nothing else. Go ahead and get into it here. So go ahead and log into VT3000 on your home screen. Basically go into configuration and filter groups. There's quite a few set up in here, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add a new one. Give it a new name. So I'm going to go ahead and do like I was talking about in the example. I am going to set up a maintenance group that only has maintenance alarms. Okay. So there's two different ways to find what you're looking for. So select. Basically, this is you're doing it manually, right? So you're going to select a device. So there's like machines. Depth just shows how many levels it shows in your hierarchy. Like this is a PSM and it's got a count under production, so that's like 2 levels down. Station 1 is basically call station, so it's only got 1 level. It's just got 1 button and that's it. So we'd do like station 1, we'd select maintenance, and then we would add it to our group here. The other way we could do this is we could use search. And look, we only want to add maintenance alarms. You could type in maintenance, hit find, and as you can see here, we have them all. So we could essentially just hold the control button and we click all of them, add them, so now we have a full group, all maintenance items are there. Once again, you can select it individually, search, maintenance works pretty good if you have the alarm has the same name over all of them. If you ever need to remove one, basically over here on your included list, this is what's included in the filter group. Like that, hit remove, takes it out. Same thing over here, you want to add something different, click on it, hit add, now you'll see it show up. Down here, these options, so if you only need alarms, you don't want to look at data fields, you don't want to know if there's a process, you want to know if there's a count, you can uncheck those and basically everything that shows up here will only be an alarm. And then vice versa, you can select the other different ones there. We'll go ahead and hit save and exit. So that was an example of an alarm. So I also wanted to make one, for instance, like if we had like a section of machines where we wanted to get the count for them, right? So count. I'm going to go ahead and just do machine 1. And as I was showing you earlier, here I got this production and I got count. So can add that one. Let's just say machine 1 and 2 are in section 1. Save and exit, and I could say, there's section 2 count, and basically it's like machine 3, machine 4, and machine 5. So then now we have 2 different count groups that we could show and apply on up on the screen, or basically when we want to report, we would only see the counts or the outputs for those 2 machines in section 1 or for the 3 machines in section 2. I'm going to edit, You'd edit the list. About the only thing you can do in here is, like I say, just removing items from the list. Out here for the whole filter group, you can add a new one. You can edit the one after you select it. You can delete the whole thing. You can duplicate it or copy it. You can do a printout. It's basically just going to show you which items it has and what type, what the monitoring points are, the device that it is, and which monitoring point there are. This is for our account. That will do pretty much it for filter groups. We'll go back over here and basically purpose of filter group. Basically, we're filtering data for panels and reports. We went over how to create a new filter group. Because you had to add monitoring points to filter group. We used the select method, the search method, and then, like I said, we selected it, we added it to the included list, and then we removed items from the included list. Practical app. Go ahead and create a new filter group. Add multiple points, monitoring points, create any type of group that's applicable to what you are doing in your plan. Remove those points from that group, add it to a report, just see what you get, see how that works out for you. There is additional information, wiki page, overall VT3000 wiki. Then there's a page on filter groups, and then there's a how-to guide on step-by-step on how to add a filter group. Thank you very much.